las quiero mucho.
Well, immigrant girls falling prey to those who make money off their American dream.
Tonight, our Yummy Virgen investigates how a young Mayan teen is now in search of her babies, whom an adoption agency allegedly took from her.
Covering immigration, I have learned a lot about the Guatemalan Mayan Indians that come to the U.S. as migrants. Many of their stories end sadly, but this is one of the saddest stories. This is Karina. She's 17. She claims that her children were stolen in a deceitful adoption that she never wanted.
Siento vacío en mi corazón y quiero ser fuerte. Pero no puedo más, porque tengo un vacío en el corazón.
Now her case is being fought by San Antonio lawyers to get these Mayan legacy children back. Kikchi is her native language. It is part of the culture of Mayan Indians. Karina is originally from Guatemala.
Que nos quería matar.
Separated from her parents at the border in Eagle Pass, Karina was able to stay in Texas with an aunt. She was fleeing from a man who wanted her to marry his much older son at the age of 12.
Y por eso mi papá decidió que yo viniera acá.
Mayan Indians do have families young. Karina has a 2-year-old daughter. So when she found out she was pregnant again with twins, her immigration lawyer, who works for a national nonprofit, told her she had to get help through a nonprofit in Houston.
Vio que yo estaba embarazada y pues me dijo que no tenía ningún problema.
She had already said she was not interested in giving up her babies. But as soon as she delivered, the nonprofit and a notary from the adoption agency allegedly showed up in the room with papers. Karina says the women were rushing her, asking her to only initial several pages. Again, she says this was just 30 minutes after giving birth to twins.
Me dijo que firmara unos papeles de que mis bebés nacieron prematuros.
A few hours later, Karina says a white couple she had never seen before came in her room and she asked a nurse who they were. That's when she got the shock of her life.
Y hablé con la trabajadora social. Ella me dijo, usted ya no puede hacer nada porque usted ya dio a sus hijas en adopción.
A nurse told the 17-year-old she had agreed to giving up her twins. Karina says she kept telling the nurse and anyone who would listen that she had not adopted out her babies.
In Texas, a minor who gives birth is immediately a parent and can actually sign relinquishment documents.
According to Renee Gellin, the president of a nonprofit named Save Our Sisters, at 17, Texas allows minors like Karina to give up their children for adoption.
The only recourse that a mother would have in these states is that she needs to get into a court, prove fraud and or duress. Fraud would be, it's very difficult because these adoption entities know exactly what they're doing.
Texas law says the mother must wait at least 48 hours after giving birth to give her consent. And then it must be signed by 2 witnesses and verified before a person who's authorized to take the oath. But according to Karina, this is not her signature. She admits when the women asked her to put her initials, she did. But she was still in her postpartum room.
Esto no es tuyo.
And she claims they rushed her to put her initials. Karina thought this was just for the twins who were premature to stay in the hospital. She cries as she tells us she had already picked their names.
Y yo tuve a mis bebés 9 meses y estuve ilusionada por ellas.
We're trying to facilitate through the consulate, through different agencies, and in any way we can.
Fernando Fernandez with the law offices of Cesar Ornelas in San Antonio is helping pro bono the Guatemalan consulate with this case.
The system is not working. So she filed a police report. Nobody has contacted her. Nobody has told her what to do.
Karina went to the hospital several times to try and see her children, and she ran into the adoptive mother during one of the visits.
Yo a los bebés en adopción, eso es lo que me dijo la mujer. Yo le dije, yo no los quise dar en adopción, ellos me lo quitaron.
The Mayan teen says she begged the adoptive mother to give her babies back. Karina claims this woman said no.
Pues la verdad, me siento triste, pero a la vez tengo que luchar por mi otra nena, porque ella me necesita igual.
The twins' father is in Guatemala and cannot come back. She says the babies mean the world to both of them.
No significa mucho. Ellos, a veces me recuerdo de ellos, pero no puedo hacer nada por ellos.
But she needs to keep fighting for them. She wanted to send her children a message in case she doesn't get them back.
Que los quiero mucho. Y sí que si algún día les recuperara, ya no lo volvería a separarme de ellos.
The twins now live in the Dallas area. Karina's attorneys do tell us that they have contacted Homeland Security investigations. We're going to keep you updated on this story. Yami Virgen, Fox SA.
Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to get the latest news from your friends at Fox SA.